I can't talk close to it. Do you remember years ago when I tried to set in a dandelion in resin?
This is what we've ended up with.
Now, yes, I know other people have done it, but I haven't successfully done it yet. So today, we're going to give this another bash. Now, I've got a few theories. Let me put this down because I'm going to blow on it in a minute, and this is all going to be over in a flash. I thought that some hairspray might keep these dandelions together. Now, as I said, I did this once before a little while ago. I will leave the link below for that video. Please check it out. It's quite cool. Not just yet. Let's see how we get on with this one first. But before we start, I just want to say a massive thank you to today's sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. So if you haven't heard of Raid, it's a free-to-play fantasy RPG game where you can assemble an army of a great variety of champions for PvP battles and giant boss fights. The game's story takes place in the epic world of Tellera, where you take the role of an ancient Tellerian warrior resurrected to defeat the Dark Lord and restore peace and harmony to the territory. This game is nuts! Now is absolutely the best time to join the action. You can play Raid Shadow Legends either on your PC or mobile. Okay, let's check this out. Challenge yourself in ongoing tournaments. Compete against the entire Raid community while fighting the Spider's Den, Ice, Golem's Peak, the Almighty Fire Knight, or the notorious Dragon. And coming in May is Raid's patch 1.15, where you're able to compete in the new arena tournament, earn points according to your tier, and win awesome rewards in local and global tournaments. What I like about this game is it keeps you gripped all the way through. So what are you waiting for? All you gotta do is check out the description in this video and download Raid. And if you use my link, you'll get 100,000 silver plus one free campaign grumbler. I mean, check him out. Who wouldn't want him? But don't miss out, guys, because all these rewards are only available for the next 30 days. Good luck, and I'll see you there.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Wish me luck.
Right, I think I'm going to add a little bit of colour to this. A little touch of Illuminate Blue.
Right, so I've also just knocked up a bit more resin. I've got one more dandelion left. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some of this. I'm going to try a bit of orange and blue. Right, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty nervous. What have we got? What have we got? Oh, he's a bit high, but we'll have a look at him in a minute. Oh, not bad, but we seem to have got a bit of a reaction in there. Look at that. What is that? Right. Now this is why I did so many of these, just to make sure if we had one that was going to work out all right. Let's have a look what we got. So now that one's okay. Let's get it out of there. Now that looks nice in there. Not bad, but it's a little bit, it's sort of come up to the top there. It's a bit of a shame. It would have been nice if it had been centered, because that actually has turned out quite nice in there. Look at that. That's very pretty. But it's too high up there, but we may still be able to do something with that. Right, this one didn't want to come out very easily. But I don't know what's happened here. Look at that. It's got like, wow, like a crack all the way into it. I don't know, obviously it's got a bit moist in there. Actually looks kind of cool. It's sort of like got a mirrored effect inside, which is very odd. You see the line in there? I don't know if that's going to cause any problems. We may still be able to make that look kind of cool. There's another one. That actually looks quite nice. That's probably our best one so far. So there's the blue one, and unfortunately again that's gone all the way down there. I need to try and think about how to get it to stay in the middle. Still might be able to work that and do something with it though. Yeah, so that one was a bit of a failure. So there's our dandelion right at the bottom there. That really isn't any good at all.
This is the hour, the darkest place. Dante's Inferno, the devil's maze. It's a good world, good world gone bad.
I'm not taking any chances. This resin gets out of every nook and cranny. Ain't that creeping out from my mould? No chances. Right, we're going to stick this resin in here, mix it up, and see what we get. Probably just a black mess, know me.
Yay!
looking pretty funkadelic.
$2,000 later.
When moulding and using resin, try use some release spray.
Because I didn't.
It just might save you a good couple of hours. Right, okay, so now I've finally demoulded this, which took me actually ages. Looking pretty cool, actually. I like the way that this is looking. So far, so good. Let's get this badger on the lathe.
So as you can see, I have no idea what I'm doing right now.
Looks kind of weird. I'm not too sure.
Don't worry, bear with me. It'll be cool in the end. Okay, we've rubbed this down now for ages. Used microfibers. Now we're gonna use some shallow wax.
Oh, gonna watch this baby pop. Haven't used this stuff in years. Woo!
You can almost see the shine coming. A little buffing, little polishing. She pops beautifully.
Oh, look at that!
Look at this, folks. That does shine up really nice. Haven't used the old shallow axe for a long time. About time too. There we go, inside all hollowed out, just jubbly.
Wow! Wonder what it looks like with a light under it. Pretty crazy!
This thing is heavy.
There's that word again, heavy. Why are things so heavy in the future? Is there a problem with the Earth's gravitational pull?
I think it's a bit like Marmite. You either love it or you hate it. Well, there it is, folks. I think I can definitely call the Dandelion a success. Now, as you know, I don't normally blow my own trumpet, but on this occasion, I actually think that it's a bit weird. I'm unsure about the lid, but the more I look at it, the more kind of it grows on me. I was thinking, have I made the lid too big? Or is it just different and weird? But we like different and we like weird. So, I don't know. It's still growing on me. It kind of looks like a head with a hat. Kind of like a Scotsman's hat or something. The Mad Scotsman's pot. I don't know what to call this yet, but obviously something to do with dandelions, definitely. I do really like all the grain in the wood, and the mix with the resin has turned out pretty nice. I kind of like all the swirls in there, that's quite cool. Where we mixed up the two colours, so that worked fairly well. I do like the lid, the features in the lid anyway. And again, the dandelion did turn out pretty nice. Again, I did try this a long time ago, actually, about 2 years ago. I put a video up, and if you haven't seen that video, check out the video below. It's pretty cool, and I think it turned out fairly well. It's a little pot, but when I put the dandelion in, it just exploded. It didn't work. But it turned out okay. But it wasn't the effect I was going for. Now, I know loads of people have done this before. There's tons of videos out there on YouTube with people setting dandelions in resin. But I'm not sure if anyone used hairspray. But actually, for me, it turned out really well. I didn't really know how to do it. I did have a little scoot through the internet and have a little gander around. But I thought the hairspray thing might work really well. And actually, it did. So want to set a dandelion in resin? Use a bit of hairspray. Lid fits on there really nicely. There's the inside. So that's actually turned out quite well. A bit of a, there we go, quite nice in there. And there's the underside of the lid. It's a chunky old lid. It's a chunky old pot really. I don't normally make something this big normally. Fits really nicely. And that ain't coming off. That's pretty good. For me anyway. Normally I end up with a bit of a loose lid and it always falls off. But that fits quite nicely. Got my emblem in the bottom there. That looks quite nice with all the features in the wood there. That's quite cool. Number 23. I will put a drop of resin over that, just a tiny bit of resin, just so that it seals that in, and that will never fall out. Because I do find that super glue doesn't last long with wood. It's all right for maybe a month or so, and then it just loses its stickiness and falls out. Whereas stick a bit of resin in it, it ain't going nowhere. So I hope you like this one, folks. I was determined to do this one for you again, and had quite a lot of messages a long time ago about doing it again and how to do it and stuff. I just never got around to doing it. It takes me so long to do stuff. It really does. But yeah, I quite like it actually. Well, I do hope you enjoyed this one, folks. If I could please ask, if you're flying past and you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider hitting the subscribe button. It really does make a big difference. And what makes an even bigger difference is if you could share this video with your friends. It would be great to get more of you watching my videos, so any help you guys can give me is always really appreciated. Now I know this is not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but you could always consider sharing it still. Maybe your friend likes it. Like I said, it's a bit like Marmite. You either love it or you hate it. But obviously I do hope that you like this one. It was quite funny. A couple of little trolls slipped through my troll net the other day. Normally my net's pretty tight on YouTube for trolls, but these little mates got through.
I don't do happy.
One of them was,
Nick, we're not here to listen to you waffle on, so shut up talking and get on with the project. We're just here to watch, not listen to you rabble on.
or something like that. It didn't half make me laugh. He obviously watched the video and spent the time to comment as well. Bless him. Needless to say, he's no longer with us.
What do you say,
Anyway, I waffle on. Please check out today's sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. You won't be disappointed, and it's free, so why not? I also just want to say a massive thank you to all my Patreons. You are legends also. If you fancy supporting me on Patreon, please check me out, link below. I'm also on Instagram if you fancy follow me over there. And Facebook, and Twitter, and TikTok, MySpace. No, not MySpace. Well, it's good night from me. Stay safe, have a great weekend, and I will see you all really soon. Ta-ta.